You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button. Mel Kiper updated his final big board. So I think everyone's probably familiar. Kiper's big board is the top 150 prospects in the draft. This isn't a mock draft. It's not by position. It's just his grade of the top 150 overall prospects in the entire NFL draft. He's got Travis Hunter, number 1 on the final big board. Abdul Carter of Penn State, number 2. Mason Graham of Michigan, 3. Ashton Jeanty, number 4. Y'all, I've said it from the beginning. I get asked this often, like if you could have your druthers, whatever it would be, realistically, who's there at 9? Since we started talking draft, Mason Graham has been my guy. And the reason primarily, when you need everything, anything would work. But the reason I've been so bullish on Mason Graham is because the Saints, when they were great, from 2017 to 2020, and they made their run and they were really a contender, they had that streak of 55 consecutive games without allowing a 100-yard rusher. Last year, the New Orleans Saints were second to last in the NFL in rush defense. You got to improve your rush defense. Brian Brzee last year had a very good sophomore campaign. 7.5 sacks, became much more of a contributor after his rookie season. Maybe he takes another exponential step in year 3. You pair him with Mason Graham. Remember, also, guys like Colin Saunders maybe don't fit exactly what Brandon Staley wants to do defensively in that scheme and is 3-4. You get someone like Mason Graham in the middle there, and that could be a great fit for you. So I would love that. Kiper's got him as the 4th best prospect. If he's hanging around there at 9, sprint the card up to the commissioner. Then Kiper's got the next 2 quarterbacks, Shedeur at 5, Cam Ward at 6. This is your overall big board for Mel Kiper. After Cam Ward at 6, Tyler Warren, Armand Membu from Missouri, and then Will Campbell at 9, followed by Jalen Walker of Georgia at 10. So Will Campbell, the first LSU Tiger that Kiper has listed. I think Campbell, it's just going to be fascinating to watch. Barring something unforeseen like the trade at the top of the draft that some have suggested that Peter Schrager reported might well happen, it's hard for me to see if things go as we think they will, where 1, 2, 3, for whatever teams they are, if 1, 2, 3 are Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, Will Campbell's going to be the 4th pick of the draft in New England. Barring a trade or something happening there, they're moving out of the pick, someone wants to come up and get him, a quarterback maybe surprisingly goes. Campbell right now is minus 380 to be the 4th pick to New England. So he's an overwhelming choice right now to be the 4th pick, which I believe he will be. That'll make him the first-round pick on the offensive line from LSU since Alan Faneca in 1998, and certainly deserving of all the good things coming. The big riser is Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor!
Mel Kiper's got him 41 on his big board. That would put Mason Taylor squarely in round 2, and you're even seeing some mock drafts that have him going up in the back of round 1. He is going to be one to watch. Like, that's one where I could tell you, I wouldn't necessarily predict this, but it's one of those where if you remember back in the 2020 draft where Clyde became the final pick of round 1. It was just the right situation with Kansas City, who loved the player and the pick and where they were going in their need, and it made sense. It wouldn't surprise me at all if there was a situation like that at the end of round 1, where a team was bullish on Taylor. They didn't want to risk maybe losing him in the top of round 2, and as a first-round pick, you get a 5th-year player option. He's a guy that could potentially jump up there. Emory Jones, number 85 on the board, and then not far after Emory Jones at number 106 is where they got Miles Frazier. So a couple of linemen who played a ton of football. Frazier started 50 collegiate games. Incredible. 38 of them at LSU. Emory Jones started 36 of the 38 games he played at LSU. Versatile, could play guard or tackle, as we well know. Probably both those guys, you'll hear their names called on day 2. And a couple other guys that could very well be day 2 picks, just a few spots apart from each other. Kiper has Savion Jones, number 115 on his big board. And then Braden Swinson just 7 spots later at 122. So Savion Jones and Braden Swinson could very well hear their names called in day 2 as well. But you know what's interesting? The thing that for me, when I look at something like this, like a big board, it always underscores, for as much as we talk about, focus on, think about, opine about, bet on the first round, the real value is later in the draft, in particular day 2. Like, I'm just looking here at number 100, right? Like, just know what you know about college football. Dylan Sampson, who was the SEC Player of the Year, Mel Kiper rates as the 100th player in the draft. 2 spots later, Cam Scadaboo at 102. 2 spots after that, All-American linebacker Danny Stutzman from Oklahoma was a tackling machine. Trey Harris is 1 spot behind Miles Frazier, the wide receiver from Ole Miss, at 107. Do you understand my point? Like, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around you saying, man, take Ashton Jeanty 9 overall if he's there, when Dylan Sampson might be a day 2 pick. Or Cam Scadaboo, like Travion Henderson. There's just these insanely talented guys, and the gap at that position from Jeanty to those other guys isn't so significant that you would take a running back with a top 10 pick, the fastest appreciating position in the NFL. There's just so much value to be had in day 2. I mean, there's Trevor Etienne at 119. I mean, it's just the value later in the draft. Malachi Moore at 135. CJ West, the defensive tackle from Indiana that LSU was hot and heavy after last year in the portal cycle, is sitting there at 136. The 150th is Chris Paul, the linebacker from Ole Miss. Isaac Tesla, the wide receiver from Arkansas, who the Saints worked out, is there at 149. I get it. We're all wondering what the Saints are going to do at 9. But with the 40th pick and 2 third-round picks, I think that's where the Saints could really make some hay in this draft. Day 2 could be the real formative day for New Orleans. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.